Hi everyone, hope you're well. I wanted to share a little bit today about feeling grounded in ourselves and maybe reducing stress. So this is something that can come up quite commonly for a lot of people, there's just stresses that happen day to day. Linked to particular things or just, how we might be feeling on that day. So there are lots of things we can do about it. And something that came to mind, I wanted to share this because I used this oil again the other day and it's just beautiful. So this is a gorgeous oil blend. So it's one of the unique oil blends that Doterra have put together out of single oils. And it's a really grounding, strong, rooting, sturdy oil. And it's put together by a mix of tree oils and root oils. So think about those trees, how sturdy they are, how strong yet flexible they are as well. So it's a really lovely one. I like to use this oil on the top of my feet, on the tops of my feet in the mornings. I find that a really grounding start to the day. Sets you up nicely. It smells amazing. It is really, really nice. So it's like being out there, out amongst the trees. I wonder if I can turn you around and show you my view. It's very treey. I can't. Okay, so it's lovely, big, think about big kind of fluffy broccoli trees and imagine being amongst them and hugging them and really, it's nature therapy, isn't it? It's really good for us. And if we can't get out and do that, then this is a really good one to use, a really good oil to use because it is from those trees, it is from nature and it's purest of the pure. That's all that is in this bottle. No chemicals or any synthetics that are added in, so it's going to be doing absolutely what it is able to do naturally. So it has got spruce, hoewood, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile and osmanthus oils within it. So really, really beautiful oils. So yeah, the way I like to use it, it's actually got coconut oil within it as well. It's got a bit of that in, so you can just use it as it is. So I just dab a bit and I'll pop that on the sole, on the tops of my feet. But then you can just, take a bit any time in your day, anytime it gets a bit much. It smells really gorgeous as well. So I would just do that, just use it close to you, close to your nose where you're going to be smelling it, across your chest. Take a moment, take some deep breaths. It is really delicious. It's a wonderful one for meditation because it really helps to just sturdy our thoughts and our emotions and everything. Lower stress, so it will help with any inflammation to do with stress responses. Hyperactivity, so it's actually a really good one to use with children if they are a bit hyper, or I've used it with my girls if they've had a moment where almost like I guess a hypersensitivity to something, or maybe overtired, or when there's just something's got a bit too much and they're a bit overwhelmed. It's a great one for overwhelm, and it's a great one for post-traumatic stress and anything there. It's a really, really beautiful oil. It can really ground and steady our emotions, and it's just a moment, that moment's relief in your day. If you feel stress arising, if you feel overwhelmed, you can reach for the balance oil. You could literally smell it from the bottle. And absolutely beautiful. You can pop a drop in the middle in your palm and just use it like that. You can also add wild orange. That's a really, really nice combination because it lifts it slightly. You've got that zinginess and then you've got the groundingness. So I really love that combination actually. So have a break in your day and have a nature connection. I actually used this the other day. I went outside, got my feet on the grass, but I did use this as well. So it's that kind of idea, some barefoot walking. I did that, but I used the oil also. And if you can't get out, then the oil is a really, really good way to get that nature connection. Really, really beautiful. And so, yeah, I would fully recommend this one for those moments. This bottle is your 15ml size. That's 250 drops. That is £21, that bottle. And just to explain a little bit about the price, because you might think, oh, you know, would I part with, you know, £21 when I'm not totally sure about these at the moment? Well, that's where I come in with the extra education and the sessions that I offer out and I hold. There's more info about that on my Facebook page and Instagram page. And it's also, I mean, if you, so 250 drops, £21 divided by 250 drops, I don't know what that is in my head, but it's not that much. And if you think about what that can bring you, and you literally would just use 1 or 2 drops at a time, that is fine to use that much because of the purity. But this is the thing, this is the purity that goes into it. You could possibly find a blend like this, a similar blend by a different brand, possibly, I'm not sure. But I would say I'd save my money and put it towards it, even if it means, I know everyone's on different budgets, even if it means saving up towards something like this. You know, I would 100% do that because I know about the purity. And again, you can find out that on my sessions, find out a bit more on that. And also there's a lovely site called sourcetoyou.com. And that is a doTERRA one where they mention all the sourcing, the harvesting, the purity. So again, that's another wonderful reason when you're using these oils and purchasing them, you're supporting all the co-impact sourcing that goes into that as well. So that is small scale farmers that they work with. They bring in the income to these communities and pay them fairly because it's often a corrupt system, a corrupt industry. So yeah, they're very, very hot on that, doTERRA as a company. Are completely mindful actually. There's a lot of sustainability that goes into it and thought with the environment as well. And the final product that's actually with us. And as a naturopath, I would completely recommend getting yourself pure natural health tools. You know, it's the same as supplements that I'd be recommending. You know, I wouldn't say to go into a high street shop and get yourself some supplements, because the chances are they would have fillers in them and other synthetics. And the main thing is with health tools is you want them to do the best job they can that they are actually able to do. And they should be doing, if they're produced by a conscious company that is also aware that pureness is everything, you know, and you just should go for these things when you're reaching for that optimal health. You know, anything else is going to be a compromise. And like I said, it would be better to put your money towards a good source. So any other questions, do ask. This is a gorgeous one, really, really useful. I found it useful myself, and I know I found it useful for my girls as well. In a bath with Epsom salts, that is just blissful. It's really tranquil. Yeah, really, really gorgeous for that extra nature connection. And I personally do always find nature time healing. So the oils are just an extension of that, really. That's part of why I love them. So there we go. A little snippet on the balance blend and how I found that useful. Yeah, any other questions or anything that comes up with that, just ask me. Check out my page for more info, and I shall speak to you all soon. Take care.